Welcome to this English learning video, where you will hear a simple but powerful story. This story is about a hard-working man named Ravi, who works in a factory every day to support his family. His life is not full of fame or luxury, but it is full of strength, love, and dedication. You will hear long sentences with simple English words, so you can practice listening and understanding clearly. Let's begin the journey of Ravi's day and learn how an ordinary man lives an extraordinary life through small, honest actions. Ravi wakes up early every morning before the sun rises, and the first thing he does is sit on his small bed, rub his eyes, and thank God for a new day. He walks quietly to the small kitchen in his one-room house so he doesn't wake up his wife and little daughter who are still sleeping peacefully. He boils water on the old gas stove and makes a simple cup of tea with milk, sugar, and tea powder, which is his daily morning habit. As he sips his tea slowly, he thinks about the tasks he has to complete at work and the things he needs to buy for home. After finishing his tea, Ravi washes his face, brushes his teeth, and gets ready by wearing his clean but old uniform, which he carefully ironed the night before. He packs his lunch in a small tiffin box, which his wife prepared for him the previous night, because she knows he leaves too early to cook in the morning. At exactly 6 o'clock, Ravi steps outside his house, locks the door, and starts walking towards the main road to catch the factory bus. The road is still quiet, and the air is cool, and Ravi enjoys this peaceful moment before the busy day begins. As he walks, he greets a few neighbors who are also getting ready for their work and daily routine. The bus arrives on time, and Ravi climbs in with a group of other workers who work in the same factory. They all sit quietly, some dozing off, while others scroll through their phones or just look out the window. The journey to the factory takes about 45 minutes, and Ravi uses this time to mentally prepare for the day. When the bus reaches the factory gate, Ravi gets down, shows his ID card at the entrance, and walks straight to the changing room. He changes into his work gear, which includes gloves, a helmet, and safety shoes, and heads to his machine station. At exactly 8 o'clock, a loud bell rings, and all machines in the factory start working together, filling the air with loud and constant noise. Ravi works on a cutting machine that slices metal sheets into specific shapes and sizes, according to the factory orders. His job requires focus, patience, and care, because even a small mistake can damage the material or hurt someone. He stands for long hours, moving the sheets, pressing buttons, and checking each piece to make sure it is perfect. Though the work is hard and repetitive, Ravi keeps a small smile on his face because he knows his work is honest and helps feed his family. After 2 hours, there is a short 10-minute break, and Ravi takes a sip of water and stretches his legs. He chats briefly with his co-workers about their families, their children, and sometimes even about cricket matches or movies. The bell rings again, and they all return to their stations, continuing the work with the same rhythm and routine. At 1 o'clock, they get a 30-minute lunch break, and Ravi sits under a tree in the small factory garden to eat his lunch. He opens his tiffin and enjoys the simple meal his wife prepared, usually rice, some vegetables, and a piece of pickle. He thinks about how lucky he is to have a loving wife who understands his daily struggles and supports him in every way. After lunch, he washes his hands, drinks some water, and returns to his station, ready for the second half of the day. The afternoon is tougher because the body feels tired, and the factory gets hotter with the machines running non-stop. Ravi keeps working with the same energy, because he knows that if he stops, the production line will slow down, and others will be affected. Around 4 o'clock, there is another short break, and Ravi drinks some tea from the canteen and takes a deep breath to relax. He wipes the sweat from his forehead and prepares for the last hour of his shift. When the final bell rings at 5 o'clock, Ravi turns off his machine, cleans the work area, and removes his safety gear. He changes back into his regular clothes, collects his bag, and walks toward the gate with the rest of the workers. The bus arrives and takes them back through the same roads, now crowded with traffic, noise, and life. Ravi looks out the window and sees children playing, shopkeepers selling goods, and people rushing home. He reaches home around 6 in the evening, tired but happy to see his daughter running towards him with a big smile. He lifts her up, hugs her tight, and asks how her day was, while his wife brings him a glass of cool water. He washes his hands and face, changes into comfortable clothes, and sits with his family for a while. They talk about small things, school homework, market prices, and sometimes just laugh at silly jokes. After some rest, Ravi helps his daughter with her schoolwork because he wants her to study well and live a better life. Then he eats dinner with his family, a simple meal filled with love and quiet conversation. After dinner, Ravi and his wife sit on the small balcony, talking about their dreams, worries, and plans for the future. Sometimes they sit in silence, just enjoying the evening breeze and watching the stars appear in the night sky. He tells his wife about small things that happened at work, like a new machine or a funny moment with a coworker. She listens patiently, encouraging him, and sharing her own small victories and troubles from the day. Around 9 o'clock, Ravi puts his daughter to bed, telling her a short story before she falls asleep. He kisses her forehead, switches off the light, and closes the door softly so she can rest well. Ravi then prepares his clothes and lunch for the next day, following the same routine he has developed over years. He believes that even a simple life, lived with discipline and care, can lead to peace and contentment. Before going to sleep, he says a short prayer, asking for health, strength, and the well-being of his family. Finally, he lies down beside his wife, feeling tired but satisfied with how he spent the day. His life may seem ordinary, but it is filled with quiet strength and a sense of duty that never fades. Every morning, he wakes up with a purpose: to work hard, support his family, and live with honesty. He teaches his daughter that hard work is the real wealth, and respect comes from how you treat others. Even when he feels exhausted, Ravi never complains, because he knows millions of people are doing the same. His smile in the evening is proof that he finds joy in small moments and gratitude in simple things. His story is not about riches or fame, but about dedication, love, and consistency. Ravi doesn't own a big house or drive a fancy car, but he has something more valuable: a happy family and a peaceful heart. Every day he carries heavy metal sheets and works among loud machines, but his heart remains soft and kind. He believes that no job is small if it is done with care and honesty, and he takes pride in his work. At the factory, people respect him not just for his skill, but for his attitude and helpful nature. He always arrives on time, follows safety rules, and supports others whenever they need help. His supervisors trust him with difficult tasks because he never gives up or looks for shortcuts. New workers often learn from him by watching how calmly and patiently he handles his duties. He never shows off, but his quiet confidence speaks louder than any words. Sometimes he stays back after his shift to help repair machines or train new staff without expecting extra pay. He sees his factory as a place where he grows, not just in skills but also in character and discipline. Even when the work is stressful or things go wrong, Ravi keeps his cool and finds a solution. He believes that losing temper never helps, but staying calm always leads to better results. During festivals, he contributes money to decorate the workplace and organize small celebrations. He believes that joy should be shared, even at work, because people spend so much of their lives there. On weekends, when he gets a holiday, he spends time with his family, cleaning the house or going to the park. He teaches his daughter how to ride a bicycle and helps his wife with grocery shopping and home repairs. He loves watching old movies and listening to soft music that reminds him of his childhood. Sometimes he visits his old parents in the village and brings them sweets, clothes, and medicine. He respects his parents deeply and tells his daughter stories about how hard they worked for his education. Even though he couldn't study much due to money problems, he values education and wants his daughter to succeed. He saves a small amount of money every month, hoping to send her to a good school and later to college. He dreams of her becoming a doctor or a teacher, someone who can help others and lead a better life. His dreams are not big for himself, but they are full of hope for his daughter and family. He tells her to be kind, honest, and strong, no matter what job she does or where life takes her. At work, people often ask him how he stays so calm and positive every day. He simply replies that peace comes from doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. He doesn't compare his life to others or feel jealous of what he doesn't have. He focuses on making the best of what he has and helping others whenever he can. His story may never appear in newspapers, but it lives in the hearts of those around him. His daughter sees him as her hero, not because he is strong, but because he never gives up. His wife sees him as her partner, because he shares every joy and struggle with her equally. His coworkers see him as a guide, because he leads not with words, but with quiet example. Even strangers feel respect when they see how hard he works without seeking attention. Ravi is just one man, but his life shows that goodness can shine in the simplest routines. Every night, he thanks life for one more day and closes his eyes with hope for tomorrow. He knows not every day will be perfect, but he believes every day brings a chance to do something good. He finds beauty in routine, comfort in family, and pride in his work. He is not rich in money, but he is rich in values, kindness, and purpose. His life teaches that strength is not in power, but in patience and quiet action. He lives by the belief that true success is being able to sleep with peace in your heart. His story may sound simple, but it carries lessons of honesty, discipline, and love. He is not waiting for a miracle. He becomes the miracle every day by showing up and doing his best. He may not be known by the world, but he is the world to his family. And through his journey, we learn that even the smallest jobs can create the biggest impact. As the sun sets and darkness slowly fills the sky, Ravi walks home with tired feet but a peaceful heart. He knows he gave his best today, and tomorrow he will rise again to do the same with hope and courage. His day might seem simple to others, but for his family, he is a hero who never gives up. This is the quiet strength of people like Ravi, whose hard work and love make the world a better place. Thank you for listening to this story, and we hope it helped you learn English in a simple and meaningful way.